I want to take this time to talk about the concept of winning products for Shopify dropshipping and e-commerce. Hey guys, how's it going? Jeffrey here, back again with another e-commerce video. So glad to be back, it's been a while. So in this video, I want to talk about the concept of winning products and where you should kind of go with your dropshipping e-commerce store coming in 2020 and in the years forward. This video is going to be split into two parts, okay? The first part is going to be the concept of winning products and what I think the concept and really winning product, the definition really means. And the second part is going to be the mentality going into e-commerce and what you should really do in order to kind of have longevity for your own brand and store. So let's talk about winning products first. I see a lot of people nowadays in the dropshipping space, they're constantly churning out products, right? They're testing products every time, spending a bunch of money, ranging from $100 to $1,000 even, and just testing and testing until they find that one winner. Because a lot of channels nowadays on YouTube, they're just preaching, oh, once you find that winning product, you're good to go. You're gonna make all that money back. But what you don't really understand, in my opinion at least, is that, products they're just not winning for a reason. And what I mean is you have to make the product winning for yourself, and just because it's winning for someone else does not mean that it's winning for you. There could be a lot of factors that come into play, ranging from the product design, the store, your own store, to your description, to how you run your marketing, to how you position your product, the marketing angle, and all that. So just because it's a winning product for someone else does not mean it's a winning product for you specifically. What you should focus instead, and what I should suggest, is trying to find a product that have some kind of unique selling point and that you can really do a lot of market research on. And what I mean is, when you find a product, you could kind of think about what kind of value can I provide with this product, and how can it make their life, your potential customer's life, a lot easier, or can it solve a certain problem? That's what you should have looking into a product. Is that product going to benefit them in some way, and how can you market it in such a way that people are going to want to get this product from you? In addition to having a good offer, you should also have a good product. And a good product means having people want your product and presenting some kind of solution to them or make them want to buy it in some way. So that is why winning products don't really exist, as in the fact that just because it's selling well for someone else does not mean it's the same for you. But instead, you should really focus on the fact that this product should be something that people want to buy because it benefits them greatly, or it provides some kind of value to them. You have to have that kind of value proposition in order for people to want to buy it, and not just because it's selling well for someone else that you're going to sell it to the same demographic and expect them to buy, okay? So this is going to be the first concept that I want to talk about surrounding winning products, and how it's kind of like a misconception of some sort, or some kind of myth, if you want to put it that way. So the second part I want to talk about is finding the niche. A lot of people, even myself included, I'll be guilty of that, is they want to find a market where the winning product is present, right? They're going to find a product first and then enter a niche based on the winning product. And I used to think of that way until I realized, I wanted to, basically for my one product store I kind of tried out, I was finding products that people were wanting to buy and then going to a niche based on that product. And I soon realized that it really wasn't a long-term play for me, and I wasn't really motivated to start the store anymore or begin running the store, because I wasn't basically interested in the product I was selling. Even though I was selling, I did some market research on that product. I really want to, find the benefits of it, the pain points, and how people could relate to that product when I'm doing the marketing. I realized that I really wasn't interested in the product I was selling, and I couldn't really give two shits about the product, to be honest, and I don't want to be rude, but that's just how it is. So just because it's a winning product, just because I want to, try it out for that store, does not mean I was interested or passionate about that. I want you to understand that if you're in it for the long-term play for e-commerce, you have to find a niche that you're really interested in, or somewhat interested in, or the fact that, you want to like it enough for you to continue the store or your niche long term. If you're trying to get into a niche based on a product that is somewhat in demand, but you have no interest for it, and sooner or later you're just going to burn out, or you're just going to lose that motivation, because even though you might be earning some money from the winning products and the scaling, you might not want to kind of spend hours upon hours on kind of tweaking the website, improving the descriptions, making really interesting creatives, seeking out the influencers within the niche, making the store surrounding that niche, you know, making the design, the colors, the product itself, and just everything surrounding that, you know, the ecosystem of that niche. So if you're really not interested in that specific product, would you want to sacrifice hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours, you know, if you're doing like 2-3 years down the line, to, you know, work on this niche and work on this product? And that is a question you want to ask yourself. Just because it's a, you know, a product that people want does not mean that you're interested in selling. You have to make sure you're passionate about it and you know a lot about it as well. That is why also I've actually been pausing my current stores for a couple of reasons. I might make another video, so comment down below if you want that to happen. But basically I paused a lot of my stores because 1, I wasn't interested in the products I was selling, and 2, because I had other priorities in mind and I was focusing on other projects as well. So that is why I paused the store. But one of the reasons why is because I wasn't interested in the products I was selling, and I didn't really want to pursue further, even though they had a possibility to make good money. I didn't feel right knowing that I would have to spend, you know, at least half year to 1 year working on this store, because I was just genuinely not interested in it. You know, even though I could potentially solve someone's problem or provide some kind of value in that marketplace, I wasn't really interested personally, and I didn't really want to put in the effort, the heart, and the resources into this store. So these are the 2 points that I want you to consider when running your e-commerce store. So let's summarize again. First, you want to make sure that the product is winning for you, and not because other people are selling it and they're doing well. You have to make sure it's winning for you, and you have to make sure that you're having the right angle and provide enough value for that market. Second of all is that you have to make sure that you're passionate about that niche, and that is very important. Okay, the product doesn't even have to be a problem-solving product. You can actually just be in a passionate niche that you know a bit more about. That's all for today. Let me know down below if you want to see something similar, some other videos similar to this style, because it's not just about, you know, finding winning products, scaling it to the moon, and finding more winning products, because, you know, Facebook ads is actually getting more and more expensive, as you know, and even Google ads is getting more expensive, and you know, Pinterest or whatever niche and platform you want to use. But everything else is getting more and more complicated and saturated, and in order to thrive, you really have to make sure that you're interested in that niche and that you really know the market inside out. Okay, so that's something to really consider moving forward. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.